Boogie2988 went on the H3 podcast. The H3 podcast is hosted by H3, Ethan, and Hila. So, what you're going to be looking at is a very bizarre comment coming from Boogie2988 about same sex marriage. Check it out.
Try to get it done right now, there's going to be a huge backlash. Okay, so let's try to do it in 20 years, in 10 years, and let's see if we can avoid the backlash. Right? I don't like it when gay people get killed. I don't like it when somebody gets murdered for being gay.
So I have a few problems with this. So first of all, anytime you're talking about the rights of a certain group of people, so you're talking about, oh shit, they don't have, saying gay people cannot get married. They cannot get married. They do not have the right to do so. Open in and out discrimination by the government, obviously, because they don't recognize same-sex marriage, despite obviously having recognized straight marriage. So anytime you're talking about rights for, whether it be, marriage rights or whatever type of right it be, an actual right that's being, that they're being discriminated against. So I'd also point, for example, to the civil rights movement, okay, where you have just these Jim Crow laws. That's something that is not something like, let's go over a slow pace of time, maybe 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, 20 years down the line. No, that's not how these issues work. Now, certain other issues, maybe you can use that idea, but when it comes to people's rights, that doesn't apply. You can't use that, okay? Because when you're talking about specific rights, those are the foundation of, what we have in America and just, the rights of people. So that's not the way you can go about people's rights. So I think that that's very, very silly. The idea of, slowly change people's minds and let's do this and that and this and that. No, you can't do that. People need their rights as soon as possible, immediately, because that's the foundation of their livelihood. Okay? Now, my second problem with this. My second problem is where he's talking about, I don't want gay people getting killed and all this stuff. You're essentially, what you're doing there is you're putting the onus and the blame on that. Somehow on the people who are fighting for same-sex marriage legalization. Okay? The idea of blaming people who are, trying to get same-sex marriage legalized for that happening is stupid. It's ridiculous. And it's also, another problem is that you're giving too much credit to the side of intolerance, okay? And that's what you're doing. You're giving too much credit to the side of intolerance, and there's no way in hell that you can put the onus of, people beating up gay people or, being dicks or killing them or whatever, the examples that you were giving, Boogie, on the people fighting for same-sex marriage themselves. You can't do that whatsoever. No way. So this is just completely ridiculous. I think that it's very stupid, and I don't agree with you, Boogie, at all whatsoever.